to talk about sibling rivalry. I was a single mom and I raised three children, three girls by myself. And the sibling rivalry was so, I would say, petty, but they made it into dramatical stuff. Mom, she's using my brush. Mom, she's using my this, and it would go back and forth, back and forth. And I wanted to pull my hair out at some point, but I had to respect and I had to teach my children that they need to respect each other's boundaries. One daughter, she was a little bit older and she did not like anyone going into her room. But the other two were closer in age and they always went into her room. And she asked why? Because they wanted to be with her. She did not want them to be with her. She wanted to her own space. So we had to talk about boundaries and we had to say we need to respect. I'm going to say my children's names, Tiana's boundaries. And if she doesn't want you in her room, then we got to respect the boundaries. Next, the other two, they would fight over each other's, you touch my stuff, you touch my stuff. And it was just back and forth. And then we had to bring up boundaries again. So Carolina helped me out here because I had a bunch of girls that they fought over lipstick, deodorant, everything. It's like, yo, respect boundaries here.
Well, maybe the girls are more dramatic, but you know, it happens with boys and girls, and it's all the same. And all siblings have their disagreements. I think this is an opportunity to teach them how human relationships are working. You can get mad of something, but you always need to respect boundaries and treat the other person with respect. And because at home they have so much intimacy and they know very well each other, they don't behave as they were talking with a classmate or with a teacher. They know where and when they need to be polite and where and when at home they can relax and say whatever they think of the other person. So there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of modeling. We need to model as parents. And there's also a difference in different ages and stages of our kids. You know, when they are very little, you cannot expect they have so much empathy for the other one. So if the other brother or sister is taking a toy, they're going to hurt each other because they cannot have the capacity to think, oh, she wants the same toy as me, we're going to share. They just want it right now, right here. So you need to model, you know, how maybe you make them feel when you hurt each other. How do you think she's feeling? Look at her face, she is crying, to get the idea about, okay, what I did, it was not nice for the other person, but it takes time and it takes practice. It's not for the first time that they're going to learn that, you know, where they are very young. Even if you ask them to say sorry, they can say that from their mouth, but they're not really regret what they do because they are in the stage in that I want it now. I don't have this understanding that I make them feel bad and this is not nice. Don't want that to happen to me. But as they grow older, they are going to learn more about feelings and boundaries. And you always need to name what the other person is feeling, but without taking part, like, oh, this is your poor brother, you are bad because you hurt him and she's the poor one. You just need to name what's going on. Okay, I see two boys or two girls who want to play with the same toy. What we can do? Because we are going to teach them and give them the ability to come up with a solution. So many times I see parents doing an intervention without asking their kids how we can solve this problem. Because sometimes they come with an option. Okay, I'm going to let him play first and then it's going to be my turn. Wonderful, that's okay. They solve the problem. We don't need always an intervention, like we know what to do. We are the ones that are going to dictate the solution.
Very important, especially when you have children of a smaller age. I know this woman, she has twins, and they're always fighting. They always, they want the toy, like you said, when they want it, but they're going to cry. And children are very smart. They love to manipulate the situation. Crying to your mother, oh my God, she hit me. And, and you have to be on a level where it's a balance. Okay, you can't hug one and leave the other one out. You're going to have to put the balance in between them. Listen, you don't hit your sister, and you never say because it makes her feel bad. You say, you know what, please don't hit your sister because mommy does not like that. It makes me feel bad when you hit your sister, because now you're telling this child what the other person felt, and that is not the truth. So when you see this happening back and forth, this conflict, no matter what age, you need to say, listen, we don't bite because it does not make me feel happy when you bite that person. Because it's like when you start saying, don't bite, you don't bite, in their brain, they're like, yes, I can. I mean, I do bite. So you have to watch your words, especially in development. Don't bite because that hurts that person. Well, he bit me first. So always remember what you're talking about. Show your feeling, what you felt when that happened. It's very important.
And it happens so many times where they come to you and say, what's going on? And each one say what the other one did. He did that, or she was doing that, but they cannot recognize what they were doing. So this is why we need to name the facts that are happening, what you see. I see someone is crying. I see you are very nervous. I see that you are frustrated. You describe and you gave the vocabulary for feelings, because it's mad or happy. There's so many other things that you can say to describe and to let them know that when they feel that body sensation, that's called anger, or that calls sadness, or that calls pain. And you help them to calm down, because it's not a good idea to make an intervention when some of them are really mad or in the heat of the moment. Yes, all these things that happen with siblings are so important, and we can talk a little bit more about that because it happens in every single house. So if you would like to hear more, make some comments, talk about your experience, how you deal with that, and follow us in Instagram, in TikTok, in Facebook. Leave your message, leave your comment, visit our website, and we can get in touch with you. También hablamos de estos temas en español. Hoy estábamos hablando de las peleas entre los hermanos. Así que si quieres saber más de cómo lidiar con esas peleas que pasan en todas las casas, por favor escribinos, que podemos darte más información y más herramientas para que las pruebes si son efectivas en tu familia. Muchísimas gracias. Would you like to add something else?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.